All right, so the question being asked was, tell us about a time where you pick your own values over your family's values. And what immediately comes to mind for me is my political views, maybe versus my parents. So, in the wake of the killing of George Floyd, there's a lot of people that identified more on the socialist perspective and were calling for police reform, the defunding of the Minneapolis Police Department, and increased social services, which would theoretically lead to an increase in taxation. And so while I myself would definitely identify as more socialist on more issues, on this specific one, I would have to go against my parents' beliefs because I don't believe that defunding the police department or a decrease in police would decrease crime, which is a major issue we have in the Twin Cities right now. And this was actually, we saw this happen in the last election at the beginning of the month here, where my parents were tending to vote towards defunding the police department. And then I myself decided to vote for candidates that did not want to do that because I didn't feel like it was the best choice. So that's just one example, but there's many more on the political spectrum that I could think of, whether it be, pro-choice, pro-life, gun rights, everything. I believe that I form my own opinion very often, and I don't really follow my family's values or political opinions, um, because I don't like to associate with party. And oftentimes, my parents included, associate with party blindly. Um, and that's not who I consider myself to be. That's not something I like to do. So that's my answer.